In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, my dear friends and fellows in Pakistan and abroad, the people we are interacting with, our family members, our close relatives, our neighbors, our colleagues, our bosses, our trading partners, whosoever, against some of the people, we do have a long chore sheet. He did that to me, she did that to me. He did this to me, she did this to me. This is what we are found thinking so often. This is what we are found thinking so often. And thinking is not an emotionless, it's not empty, it's not blank, it's not plain, it's not flavorless, it's not cold. It burns us. It burns us. It creates a kind of grudge in our mind and in our heart, and it burns us. Every time there is a grudge in our mind against somebody else, we might have several very, very sound reasons for it, but it burns us. It burns us. Whatever they did to us, it, it might have, or even definitely, it had harmed us. But what we are doing to we ourselves because of ignorance, because of lack of awareness, it is much more damaging as compared to what they did to us. Much more damaging as compared to what they did to us. How and why? It comes to our mind several times, even in a single day. It comes and it does stay here for some of the time. As much as it does stay, we do have to pay for it. We do burn ourselves every second of it. Every second of it. Every second of it. Without any sort of exaggeration in it at all. No exaggeration in it at all. I'm not trying to inflate the situation. It does happen. We are burning ourselves and no one else but we ourselves. We are burning ourselves. We should not be doing this. Actually, this is much more enmity, much more hurtful, damaging as compared to what they did to us. Even if I accept blindly whatever you are found saying, and you accept blindly whatever I am found saying against someone else, against whom we are keeping a kind of grudge here in our mind, I believe still there is far more damage being done by we ourselves, to we ourselves, by we ourselves, to we ourselves, by keeping the grudge against our mind. It is so damaging, so damaging. We are weakening our own nerves. We are weakening our own nerves. That is something really dangerous. We, although the life we do have to get is a limited one, maybe it cannot be raised or reduced, but we will, our working life will be damaged a lot. Our health is damaged a lot. Our working will life will also, our active life will also get damaged a lot. Once our health gets damaged, obviously our activity, our active life does get damaged at all as well. Dear friends, it is very dangerous. It is very, very dangerous indeed. Having grudge against someone else in our mind and heart. So, for that reason, what we need to do, the question arises, should I close my eyes? Should I stop thinking? Should I stop listening? How can I do that? We cannot stop thinking, cannot stop watching, cannot stop listening, but we can do certain other things. What are these certain other things? If we can forgive, that is the best possible option. But if we can't, we need to believe in one thing, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching, and I have get all these things registered. Even it does get registered without any sort of effort on the part of me in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There are two angels sitting here and here. They're writing every minute detail of that. So whatever somebody is doing here in this world, he she might gets punished here in this world as well. But if at all they don't get punished here in this world, they will be get punished here in the life hereafter. Nobody can escape from the punishment by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If at all they have inflicted pain upon someone else, no one can ever evade this process. No one can ever evade this process. I think every culprit, every criminal, every aggressor, everyone who does victimizes other, transgress from the limits, will be held accountable, will be punished by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's better known to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala whether the person does get punished here in this world, in this life, or in the life hereafter. But one thing is there, that person, even if at all we have done the bad to someone else, I think we too will not be able to evade the pain. Unless and until that particular person forgives us from the very depth of their heart. And so is the case. If at all we don't forgive someone else from the very depth of our heart, I think and I believe that we will be given a compensation. And isn't it far better that we do get the compensation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and stop trying to seek the revenge from that particular person here in this world? Isn't it a better option? I think it is 100 times, 1,000 times, 100,000 times, even a million times better option. It's a million times better option to leave it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I don't want to keep grudge in my mind and heart against anyone else at all. I am not going to do that because it is very much hurtful. And if at all somebody has done anything bad to me, I leave it to the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One thing which I have to do is that I shouldn't be doing the bad things with other people, with that, even with that particular person, or even with the other people. For what reason? Because I do have to pay for it. On the day of judgment, I do have to pay for it. I don't want to pay. I don't want to lose all my good deeds, and which might have to be paid in compensation for what wrong I did to the other people. So for this reason, I need to stop doing that absolutely. I need to stop doing that absolutely, my dear friends and fellows in Pakistan and abroad. What I need to do is just different and just the opposite. Let's cleanse our mind because it is really, really damaging and hurting us. Thank you very much.